Now, for 6 seasons, Vicki Gunvalson has shared every detail of her life on The Real Housewives of Orange County, and this last season proved more emotional than ever as her marriage was falling apart.
Diana are having issues.
What's going on?
It's good on the outside, it looks good, you know, but he's not happy and I'm not happy, and we're at a crossroads.
We're living 2 separate lives, and we
We're not fighting. We're not fighting.
It's almost worse.
We don't fight. We don't speak. We pass each other in the hallways.
So you're like roommates. Now, Vicki is putting it all down on paper in her new book, More Than a Housewife. Welcome back, Vicki.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
It's, you know, this year had to be a tough year for you. You were going through a divorce, and it was all documented on a reality show. Was it difficult for you to share it with the world, basically?
It was, and it still is. I really was hoping that I wasn't going to have to film that. I was trying to keep it very quiet. I knew in May or June that we weren't going to make it, and so I was trying to hold off till we were done filming, and it just started playing out on TV, and I lost control of it. It just kept coming out.
It just kept coming. You were married since 1994, so
Correct.
What led to the decision?
Well, you know, I think there was a trip that I did. I was gone for 6 weeks, and Don and I didn't talk the whole time I was gone. I had 3 or 4 different states I had to go on. I took my kids on a family cruise with my sister and her kids. And no, he wasn't invited, but neither was Lisa's husband, and we just went as our siblings and our kids. And the whole time I was gone, I never spoke to him. And I wrote in my diary, and I just said, I'm fighting to hang on to something that's no longer there.
And as you said before, your love tank wasn't full.
No, and it hasn't been for many years. I mean, when we renewed our vows, I don't know if you had an opportunity to see that.
Yeah.
I really went into that saying, this is my last-ditch effort. And I tried everything I could to really tell Don, I'm committed to you, I love you, but we got to make changes. And we went right back into, and I was guilty of it as well, but I'm not to blame 100%.
Right.
It takes 2 people to get married, and it takes 2 people to get divorced.
Now, you said to Us Magazine recently that you are splitting amicably, and that you're actually living together for a while you mediate the divorce, but then on the reunion, Don said that he was devastated and that he got served the papers at his office. So where are you now?
So where we're at is he was devastated. He didn't realize that I had to actually serve him. I had to lock up and freeze up the assets. If I didn't do that, my attorney had said, you know what, he could go in and start taking money out. We had talked about the divorce, and he knew it was coming. He just didn't know he had to be served.
So sometimes things get sticky in a divorce, and that's what happened.
Right, and we're amicable. He's always going to be in my life. I've known him since I was 24. He's the father of my children. They're the only dad they'll ever know. So, you know what, I want to be able to see him at Christmas parties, and I want to be able to be cordial, but we were not good as marriage partners anymore.
Now, this is your second divorce, and you talk about your first one in the book. Now, let's talk about, because you talk about what you went through the first time, and that you were a single mom, and you had 2 kids, and then you, as my mom would say, pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, and you started a company, you started a business, and you were very successful doing it. What was the hardest thing for you to do?
Well, it's just having the strength and courage to do it. You know, I was a stay-at-home mom. I sewed and cut hair at night, but I wasn't a career person. I really never went to college. I went 1 year, and then I went to vocational school. So, you know, I really had to do it. I just had to figure it out.
And that's not the only thing you're doing. We want to talk about this real quickly. You've got eyelash growth stimulator.
Excited about
Cilea.
this. Well, you already complimented me on my eyelashes.
Your eyelashes look fantastic.
So, and they're not fake. But this Cilea is actually one of the secrets. It's beauty secrets.
Good nutrients. It's all natural, and it's got a stimulator. Will you stick around and chat?
I will.
Okay, great. Vicki, thank you very much for stopping by. I am going to use that. Remember to log on to NewYorkLiveTV.com anytime during the show and chat with us. Vicki's going to chat too. Rosie's going to chat. We're waiting to hear from you. Still to come in our 5:30 half hour, Ben Aaron's day at his favorite theme park. We'll take a look at some of the